working at ensuring that it becomes a household name. One of the ways by which that will be measured will be that in each and every home, products of Multitrex will be on offer. That for us represents the dream. That for us represents where we must be and where we'll have to be.
Multitrex Integrated Food PLC is on the mark to redefine the future of cocoa processing in these parts. The new cocoa processing facility, when completed, will be the most modern and sophisticated in Nigeria and easily one of the biggest single-unit plants in the world. Multitrex will undoubtedly go down in history as Nigeria's, nay, Africa's most forward-looking cocoa processing organization. The new facility will boast of an additional 50,000 metric tons output capacity, bringing the total installed processing capacity of the company to 65,000 metric tons. Another first from Multitrex.
Everyone is excited about the new plant. It's a 50,000 metric ton capacity. It's a dream come true for us. Not many people will go into manufacturing, especially now that there is downturn in economy. That Multitrex is bold enough to do this is a fulfillment for all of us. A lot of hard work, a lot of money spent, but we remain focused. We are sure that the returns in no time will justify all the efforts, and we're just looking forward to it.
But that's not all. The company has gone further in revolutionizing the possibilities achievable from cocoa beans by the range of new food and beverage-related products. After much research, done in concert with some of the best-known names in the packaged food industry, the company has developed new recipes of cocoa-based products, which include chocolate bread, white chocolate candy, dark chocolate candy, chocolate spread, and bottled chocolate drink. Because the leadership of the company know that to remain number one takes skill and dedication, they have made certain that the company is never out of raw materials. Apart from the steady supply of cocoa beans that is sourced from across the country, the company also maintains several hectares of cocoa farmlands in key areas.
We have registered a subsidiary in Zambia. Zambia has 75% of the land size of Nigeria. 62% of that is good for agricultural crop. 48% of that is good for cash crop. And they have it in abundance. Now, land is our requirement to go into cocoa plantation. And if you go into this kind of investment, you want to ensure that it would last forever. And the only way it would last forever, as you would have had, apart from management or attitude and all of that, is lack of access to raw material. The rest you can take care of. You can buy diesel if you don't have electricity. You can do your own roads, but if you don't have the land to cultivate your raw material, you are dependent. And if you look at the production of Nigeria, it's intimidating to say you want to do this kind of expansion. So we have to look everywhere possible and do what you call engineering, financial engineering. And what did we do? We said, okay, where do they have the land? The president of Zambia came visiting, and we were lucky to be listed among those he would meet on the economic side by the Nigerian ambassador to Zambia, who happens to be representing Ogun State. And because we are located in Ogun State, everything, at any time they have the opportunity, they try to help, to encourage us as a government. So what we did was we went there, did our survey, and realized that we can plant cocoa there. Now, you want to ask the question, if you plant cocoa there, how do you get it back here? Because Zambia is landlocked. But you have the rail line between them and Tanzania, where you can go to River Zanzibar. And through that, you can export. But the intention is not necessarily to bring it to the Nigerian market or the Nigerian factory. We want to get involved in one way or the other on a commercial scale where the system works. In Zambia, they have the Outgrower scheme. We have a model plantation in Nigeria. After all, the first crop planted in Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana, we are told, was taken from Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. So we want to be our own Cocoa Research Institute. Get the seedling from our model plantation, take it to Zambia, plant it, because if the farmers truly are commercial, there's a gap of about 70% between the cost, long term, between the cost of production of cocoa beans and the selling price. So we want to take advantage of reducing the chain between the farmer and ourselves, which means we don't plant the thing, but we organize the planting, because the farmer on a small scale is better able to look after his farm. So, but if they are put together in a collection, then you achieve outgrower scheme, cooperative society, and you have means to pass on the knowledge or educate them so that you get benefit from it. It's not a 1 year, 2, or not even 3 years job. You have to look at least minimum 5 years. So if we are going to be in this, knowing that Cocoa Industries was set up was commissioned in 1967, that's 42 years ago. So if we want to be in it, not necessarily myself or my colleague, MD, CEO, would be around necessarily by the time we see the fruit of our labor, but we will be in a position to say we are going to consider the beans from there as raw material supplied to our factory by exporting the raw beans from there, get the maximum margin possible, because that company is owned by the company in Nigeria. The profit is repatriated, right? And that company, the profit will repatriate, because 100% repatriation is possible. The profit repatriated from there becomes a subvention of some sort on the competition we have to exercise here. We have to compete very well for the beans here. So we'll be in a good position 3, 4, 5 years down the line.
Multitrex Integrated Food PLC has over the last decade displayed a great measure of dexterity and integrity, especially in delivering on its financial mandates, not only to its investors, but to the entire business community within which it operates. It has grown in geometric proportions, which further drives home the point of quality leadership. This is even clearer going by the stormy global economic realities of the last year. The company recorded a 71% turnover growth, rising from 1.2 billion naira in 2008 to 1.63 billion naira in 2009. Without a doubt, the future is clear-cut and defined. It is filled with hope and renewed pursuit for excellence that will place the Multitrex brand in the hearts of all people. One point stands out. With a staff strength in excess of 200 professionally trained experts, this enterprise is not just successful as an industry leader, but has also made amiable impressions even in the areas of personnel and human development.
For any organization that's ever aspired to succeed, its human resource base has got to be its main focus. And this we realized from the very beginning, that the farthest we're able to go will be determined to a large extent by the quality of manpower that we have, and therefore brain power. One of the first set of things we did was, for example, to make sure that the right people are in the right places. In recruitment, we've got to get that right. That we said to ourselves, and to a large extent, we would say with all sense of modesty that we're doing well with putting the round pegs in the round holes.
The factory is going to be fully automated, but however, even at that, you need people. We are going to bring in many more staff, particularly in engineering, for services. We need young skills, young technical skills to service the machines. So obviously we're going to employ more staff. but it's going to be different because it's a new technology we are deploying for the new factory, and where you expect 10, 12 people, you may likely see 3 or 4 people. So it's a lot of relief, you know, having an automated line. But Multitress will still employ a lot of young graduates, particularly in engineering.
The company has been able to break new ground in terms of innovative products and marketing, which represents the quality, creativity and excellence that make up the hallmarks of the Multitrix brand. Its products have continued to enjoy good reputation in the international market. And the reason is simple: superior quality. The activities of the company's workforce are closely guided by the highest possible standards. One thread that holds these groundbreaking initiatives together is the undaunted hunger for quality and excellence that resonates through its leadership.
Through the expression of grace of God, we know where we're coming from. Through His divine intervention, we know where we are. And because we believe and trust in Him, we know where we are going. We thank God for the progress our company has been able to make these years back. It is not through our own understanding or knowledge. It's because the Lord God wishes that it be so. And we are glad, we acclaim and we witness unto it.